Welcome to Distortion Analysis, where each episode we discuss various topics, music news, bands on tour, and share album reviews all focused on heavy metal. Here are your hosts, Sean McKnight and William Rizzo. All right, here we go. So, welcome to what would this be? The third episode of the Distortion Analysis with myself and William Rizzo.
Episode 3. Halfway 6.
Hey, I have to tell you,
Add 2 more 6s.
then yeah, we're gonna get up to 666 eventually. So I got to listen to Zentrix a bit.
Oh,
I was digging it. It's
Yeah?
got this old school thrash thing kind of going on, but what I thought about what was interesting was it's also it feels contemporary somehow,
yes.
which
Yeah,
is
I
like
kind of alluded to that.
you mentioned that too, and I was like, and I kind of made a mental note about that, and then when I was kind of listening, I was like, oh yeah, it does have that kind of. It's like if someone now was trying to be a thrash band from the past,
Yes.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's aged well to where it doesn't sound overly dated.
Dated, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it doesn't feel dated, so
Yeah.
yeah. So now I was digging it. So I just wanted to say
Cool, man.
I've been kind of taking a listen to it.
Another convert. And then
Yeah.
conversely,
Yes.
listen to the Blood Incantation, and boy, did it blow my mind.
So you liked it, eh?
Oh, it was so, I don't know, man. It was just so different from what I'm used to listening to.
Right?
You
Those
know?
like Pink Floydy departure things that they do, where he does the clean vocal and it's like, "Did you hear them?" And those kind of refrains. I'm just like, "Oh my God!" It's not even. It doesn't. It's like it feels like it's a different band, but not. It all fits with them somehow.
It's real. It's got a real progressive bent to it.
But if you heard that all by itself, you're like, "This could be on a Pink Floyd album."
Yeah, yeah. It's just heavier than anything they ever did. But
Well,
yeah.
it is, but no, I don't mean their normal songs, but I mean those kind of
Oh,
like spacey refrains.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, when they kind of go off in this trippy with the spacey stuff, and he's got the clean vocal. I'm like, that could be on a fucking Pink Floyd album.
You go on a little journey with them, and then they bring you back into
The
the
heavy,
crazy. Yeah, it's heavy, but it's also very wiry in terms of how it
big
kind of
time.
spins around.
That's a good way to describe it, wiry.
Yeah, I
And
was
they
impressed.
nailed that album live. I saw them play that whole thing beginning to end, and they nailed it.
Oh, that's the
It was
one you've seen.
perfect.
Yeah,
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 played it flawlessly. Amazing.
nice,
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to see them live, I definitely recommend it.
cool.
So, all right, so let's move into the topic of the podcast. So this topic is kind of about how bands are making money these days. And not the big bands, the Metallicas and the Panteras and all the big stadium bands. We're talking the underground bands, right?
Oh,
So the bands like Exodus and Testament, and some of the new, of course, the new, Unearth, all these new
sure.
bands like Unearth, and and again, Blood Incantation. We have these up and comers.
Power
So
trip.
yeah, so I read this article about how Gary Holt from Exodus, who also is a guitarist in Slayer,
Yep.
how he makes his money largely from selling T-shirts out of his car. Did you read about that?
No.
Yes. So he's turned into like more of a merch guy, and that's kind of how they're large because they don't make their money from streaming.
Yeah.
Tours are expensive, so they often break even, or they'll make money from like merch, like shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
But the cost of the tour is like they have to pay for crew and split the money and all that other stuff. And the tour bus is expensive, insurance, gas, all that stuff.
Yep.
And they're making the money more from like selling shirts.
From merch.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Well, the shirts now are like 25 bucks a pop. So
Yeah.
if you sell 8 of them at a show, that's 200 bucks right there.
Yeah. So I was reading, and I thought that sucks. As far as like these bands that they don't make money from sales anymore, really. Streaming doesn't pay shit.
Yeah.
So, and as an experienced musician yourself, being in a band, I was wondering what you thought of that. Because I mean, go back to the days that you started, and how were bands making money?
I mean, well, playing shows, you actually earned a percentage of the door money, right?
Right.
So if they made, 2 grand, then maybe you would end up with, 10% of that or 15% of that on top of whatever merchandise that you sold.
And then how many guys were in your band?
5.
So you just split that money across 5 guys.
We never made enough of money to really have any kind of fights about.
Yeah.
We sold our tapes. We had we made 200 units of the first tape, 250 of the second one, was not a lot, but you have bands that do decently well, right?
Yeah.
So they're now on full-fledged tours with vans and buses and merch tables, and uh, I could see the merch being a lot more significant in terms of an income for them, and
Yeah.
especially now that people are trying to like get back into the physical media aspect of it. And I think you had mentioned that like you don't like CDs, but CD,
Not anymore. I don't know. I like the CD itself. I just don't like having 1,000 of them that I have to move around
yeah,
everywhere. Yeah,
right,
because I
right.
like the artwork. I like the size of them. I'd rather have vinyl because I like the bigger pieces there and stuff.
Oh,
But I
sure,
like
yeah,
the bit, But ultimately, the CDs are okay. But yeah, I'm all about digital right now. So just for
yeah.
the sake of convenience more than anything else and storage.
hmm Well,
So
I mean, how else can you make money at this point?
yeah,
Because nobody is signing record contracts for the majority of the bands that you like to listen to.
yeah,
They're the strategy now is self-promotion, self-distribution. Why do I need to be tied to a label that's going to steal all my money? Because how
yeah,
many decades of complaining did we listen to about how the music industry sucks,
yeah,
that you get ripped off, you get robbed. Chuck Schuldiner talked about it all the time,
yeah, yeah,
about being betrayed by the industry and all that. So I think everybody's MO now is we'll just do it ourselves. And there's plenty of tools for bands to promote themselves now. You can book your own tours without too much trouble.
yeah.
The advent of email and the internet, you can
And
stay
band,
connected to a very vibrant network
and
of,
also platforms like Bandcamp and stuff like that too.
and that, yeah, I mean, most people have Bandcamp pages now.
Yeah.
And it's a similar kind of model as like what I use for Reverb Nation. You can set it up to monetize your content,
Mm.
uh, and you also have, especially with Bandcamp, you have the merch pages. I mean that's how I
Oh,
ended
right
up
on.
getting into. Um, I got into there's a band from Brazil that I just got into about a year ago called Escarnium.
Mm.
They have a Bandcamp page, and that's where I ordered their CD, and I got a shirt.
Cool.
So, I mean, that's kind of how they're making their money
That's how I did that with Zealand Harder too. I went to their website and got stuff directly from their website when I was looking at their stuff too. Yeah. So I mean, I can see. Yeah, it seems like they're going in some ways back underground almost.
in a way. It could be viewed as that because it's not mainstream. This is
No.
not a mainstream payment model.
Well, it
Um,
seems like labels more are more like promotional platforms than anything else these days. I mean, they also help arrange tours and finance like recordings and stuff. but
right.
but they're acting more almost like the advertising source, and then the band sort of just uses them as that. I don't know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like you said, they're trying to produce. I just read that Opeth left Nuclear Blast and just started their own thing, and largely because they didn't want Nuclear Blast's weird logo on their stuff. They didn't like the radiation logo thing, so
What?
that was the reason why they didn't want to be on the label anymore.
What's the matter with them?
So
I would love to have that logo on my
I know,
record.
right? I know. So, but
Radiation
whatever. Yeah,
symbol?
I know.
Yeet,
I thought it was cool
yeet.
too. I know. But anyway, but they're doing that self distribution thing, and I guess they're being distributed through Nuclear Blast, but they're not signed to them. So, like you said,
Got it.
I think there's a lot of bands adopting that like DIY model,
Yeah.
as well as they should, because they can make more money directly that way, and not
Mhm.
have to worry about paying back labels and stuff. But the tour thing, I think, gets tricky, and the advertising gets tricky. Because that's the
Yeah.
thing that's great about Bandcamp, just like YouTube, and we have all these other self-distribution platforms. But the downside is we're all drowning in the sea of content.
Yeah.
Where like, how do you get attention for your stuff when there's so many other things that are already out there that people
Huge
are listening
problem.
to? Or yeah, so that they're already kind of now. I'm somebody who likes to explore and find new things, but how do you get into the market where people aren't like how do you expose yourself to them? So how do you
Right.
get your yeah?
Well,
So that's kind of a
that's where algorithms come in
yeah.
to the picture. I mean, the I just got something popped to my feed called Totem,
Mm.
and we'll be talking about that down. Trust me, we will be bringing that back up in this podcast. But it just showed up.
Huh.
I wouldn't have found it.
I don't know what that. Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
maybe.
anything about that. They're
Yeah.
from I think either Central Oregon or Central Washington.
Oh, okay. Let's keep an eye for that.
So
Totem.
they're heavy as shit.
Oh, cool. But that's
Uh,
yeah. But so we find things through algorithms now. You're right. So, but
yeah.
I'm kind of thinking about like the future though. how are bands like Exodus, who are already up there, these guys are old, these guys are 50s,
Yeah.
60s now,
Yeah.
they're in their 60s probably by now.
Yes.
And what are they going to do as they get older? Can they keep touring? Can they keep this up? I mean, what do they do as they get into
I
their,
don't know.
you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
look at Tom Araya.
Yeah.
He wanted to hang it up and just spend time with his family because he did enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yep.
know? And then all you hear is Kerry King bitching about it.
Yeah.
Every time I see a headline that says Kerry King, it's always some gripe or some bitch about how Tom changed. He became a
Uh,
different person, and
yeah.
the
Yeah.
band would still be together if it wasn't for Tom, and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
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 I don't know, man. And like at some point, you do get to a point where you just can't. Not everybody can be, not Edgar Winter, not Johnny Cash, the country guy that's like 100 years old, or Willie
Johnny
Nelson.
Winter. Not, oh, Willie Nelson. Oh, yeah. Willie
Yeah.
Nelson. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah. Yeah.
he'll
Bro.
cruise
Yeah.
into the
Exactly.
sunset with what he does, but when you're doing metal, it's like at what point do you say I can't keep doing this anymore?
Well, and part of the reason he started to back off is because he is having all kinds of neck problems from headbanging all those years. He was having physical problems, and not to mention he
Right.
can, I don't know, he can still do the scream, but I mean that's only going to be for so long too. I mean those guys
Yeah.
can't keep up that shit when they get
Yep.
into their 60s and 70s, man.
Yep.
You're talking about just physical punishment alone for being on tour, but then
Right.
stuff like that on top of it. I mean that's like just wrecking your body.
Once
So
all of these older bands go away, and by going away, I mean by dying,
yeah, like literally, yeah,
over the next, 20 years or so, we'll witness the basically the end of the original crew of metal people.
yeah,
All of them will be gone. And
yeah.
then you'll be looking at what you're bringing up, which is like, how are new bands going to make it
How
today?
are they going to adapt to this?
New
Yeah.
environment that's dominated by the internet.
Yeah.
But I think one thing trend I've seen is like not only is the simplification of having your own band going on, there's also the simplification of the label model,
Yeah.
right? So you
Yeah.
like you just mentioned, so they're agreeing to do distribution instead of also like the contract for the record itself.
Right. Right.
Two separate animals. But look at how many people have started their own labels, not just the bands,
Yeah. Yeah.
their own label companies,
Big
and they're
time. Yeah.
doing it. They're very, very close to the pulse of what's going on underground music wise.
Yeah.
So, you as a band, you would be more willing to, I guess, enter into an agreement with a DIY label
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
than something like Columbia Records, where like you don't know what's going to happen next, and they drop you as soon as they pick you up.
Yep.
And you have to have a lawyer review whatever contract they send you,
Yeah.
so you don't get screwed. And look at what all of the legendary artists are doing now. They're selling their catalogs.
Big time. Yeah. Yep. That's true.
That's unbelievable. That's the
Yeah.
sign of someone who said, "Well, I've had my time, and
Yep.
now I want to be $10 million richer
Yeah.
than I ever did. So once I'm dead, who cares whether I signed it
Why
away or
not? Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to enjoy it anymore."
Cash
So
out. Cash out while they
yeah,
can. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's going to lead to that's how the music of the big colossus artists like Elton John.
Well, Hall and Oates, that just happened with them. There was a big dispute about them selling off their catalog, and that's why the two never talk to each other anymore. They hate each other's
Yeah, they
guts.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
but
shame.
there were business stuff, and that was a big part of it because one wanted to sell, the other one didn't.
Yeah.
There was a big controversy there. Yeah, I think they ultimately ended up selling then. But you're right. Is like as they get older, it makes sense. But these underground bands, I don't think they're going to have that luxury.
Well, that money is not there anymore.
No, no, it's not.
It's not just because the music industry is funded differently now. It's just
Yeah,
that people are a lot more broke than they used to be.
yeah, that's the big part of it for sure. Yeah, 100%.
It sucks, man. All the money in the world is going towards these hedge funds and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
private equity firms.
Yep, yep, yep,
They're talking about the hollowing out of the middle class, and that's not just in America, man. That's going to happen throughout the whole world.
yep, yep.
So
Everything,
you're either an uber rich crypto bro or you're a schmuck,
right. Well, I'm
part of
definitely
the
the
unwashed
schmuck.
masses.
I'm definitely one of the unwashed schmucks.
Yep.
So I will not be buying that Vinnie Vincent thing. So I guess only the
There you go.
Rich elites can handle that one.
What, $200 per
200
song?
bucks a song. All right. So, are we ready for metal news?
Let's do it.
Metal news is next. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So, I was reading this article I sent to you about, and I want to get your opinion on this about how this recent article said in the news that with extreme music, now that's important. That's an important classification here. With extreme music, it's mainly guys planning to impress other guys. So
Yeah.
there's a whole article study that was done about this. Do you think now you're coming from the extreme music scene? Was that your motivation when you were learning to play and forming a band? Were you like, did you worry about impressing other people, other musicians, I should say, or you didn't care or what?
No, no, it was purely to it was it all in the service of the riff.
Yes.
And that's not false modesty. That's years of sitting in my bedroom with, cranking some crazy, crazy shit and going, I want to write like that.
Yeah.
I care who likes it. If I cared
Yeah.
about who liked it, I would have said, and just gave up on it. But that was never a motivation. It's funny because that study, I don't think that's a new study. I remember
No,
reading
I think that's an older study. Yeah. I'm looking at the
this.
article right now. Let me see if I can see
Got
it.
to be 5 to 10 years old,
Yeah.
that study.
I think
Because I remember when it first came out, and I was like, first of all, who did this?
2022. Yeah.
Okay, so not that long
So
ago,
like
but
4 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just said, well, who had the motivate? Isn't it like glaringly obvious that the people in extreme metal are not doing it for money, and they're
Yeah.
not
You think?
they're not doing it for female attraction. It's
Right.
just
Not extreme metal. No, you're not.
no, no. It's
N-
it's the love of pushing the boundary.
But that raises the point, though, that other bands within the metal genre, not extreme metal, but let's say hard rock, that kind of stuff, like the Motley Crues, Rats, those kind of bands back in the day, that was the goal, though, was to impress women.
Oh,
They
totally.
were all going after the ladies there. That was the goal back in the day, right?
And well, it was two-pronged, really. I mean, the labels were just throwing money at those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, big time.
Uh, Whatever it took to get them to put out a new album, a new Poison album, a new Warrant album, new Motley Crue album. Motley Crue is filthy, stinking rich,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they probably laughed all the way to the bank, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, big time.
So the extreme stuff is just not. It's just not built for that, and I wouldn't
No,
want it
no.
because I wouldn't want it because it's not what that music is about.
Yeah, and did you have any of your friends or anybody that were like, "Hey, man, I was trying to like impress these dudes or try to blow this band away or anything like that"? Was that ever a thing? Like you guys ever talk about in that band practice? Because I know the
Uh,
bands I've been in, we never gave a shit about that stuff. We were just trying to write good songs and write
yeah,
stuff that was heavy that we liked, and we kind of like we were sort of like Lamb of God, where we just kind of wrote songs for ourselves, like each other.
yeah,
And that was kind of like who we wrote for.
yeah.
But like, did you come across that with other people, where they were kind of more impressed by they're trying to impress other people, or no?
I think, we ran into a couple of characters here and there that were more about the shock value of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or somebody who was just a pompous ass about
Mm.
how great they thought they were, or their band, or their friend's band was. So occasionally you got some assheadedness mixed in, but it wasn't a running theme. Like we didn't sit around and practice talking about that stuff. Our
Yeah.
discussions at practice were things like, man, could you imagine how fucking heavy it'll be if we come out of that chorus section and we blow that one riff down to halftime, and Chris, you're hitting that snare just boom, 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 and we'd be like, yeah, man, let's fucking do it like that.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, like that study didn't surprise me at all. And I said that in interviews back in the early 90s
Oh,
when people
really?
feel like, what motivates you? And I would say, well, it certainly couldn't be money or women or shit like that because that's wow.
Yeah, there was none of that. Yeah, the ladies weren't they're not into the extreme. I mean, there's women out there. I don't want to stereotype, but it wasn't like a big chick attraction thing for sure.
No,
No,
no.
so no. In fact, if anything, it probably scared women away more so than it attracted them in a lot of cases, I would think.
Right.
Just
But for the people who knew me personally,
yeah,
the girls that knew me personally, they came and got into it because they liked me. They wanted to support me and what we were
yeah,
doing, but they
that's
weren't
cool.
like,
But
listening
they
to the
weren't like
music.
extreme music fans.
No, no,
Okay, okay. Well,
no.
what did they when they came to the concert? Did you scare the crap out of them, or what'd you
No,
think? What'd they
no,
think?
they would, groove to the heavier section
Oh,
for me.
really?
When
Okay.
there would be a breakdown part, I would look out and I'd see them, like doing their little dance and shit. But that was cool. But I knew that they weren't there because they liked the music. They were there because they knew us. So I didn't
Cool.
meet my first extreme metal chick until I was at a show in Champaign, Illinois. We were
Hmm.
playing at the bar called 6 Feet Under. And after we played,
Oh,
the
wow.
chick comes up and she's goth to the max. And this is in like 95, and she's like, I just checked out your set. You guys were pretty awesome. And she goes, I also play a Jackson guitar. And I was like, really? But I was dating somebody at the time, so I was like, man, I can't, you know, do shit right now.
Uh,
And she gave me her number and shit, and I was like, that's enough for me. Enough for me.
that was enough. That was a victory. You could walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
I also saw in music news that Immolation is getting ready to release their 12th album,
Yeah. Yep. I think they
Descent.
just released a video.
Yes, they did. Adversary,
Yeah.
the new album.
That was a couple days ago.
Have you? I was gonna say, you had a chance to check it out? I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh yeah, I mean it's classic Immolation. It's
Is it
it's
okay?
brutal as fuck. They're not compromising. It's not a new sound. Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay, so I was just kind of I knew you're a fan, so I just wanted to make sure you knew about that album. I sort of figured you
Yep.
did. Okay, well, I think that's it for music news, unless you had anything.
Nope.
Okay, so that means we move over into the part where we review an album. And and it was your pick this week, and you went
Yep.
for
The year was 1987. This is the third studio album by Megadeth. So far, so good. So what?
excellent.
Um, yeah.
This one was I don't know about you, but this is around the time I was getting into bands, playing in bands, I mean. So I
Okay.
started in bands around 86, 87. And of course, we were working metal bands. And this was one of the albums that we were aspiring to be like. I don't know about you, but we were trying to, not that we were trying to play like them, but they were one of the bands that we looked up to.
Okay.
And of course, all those early albums we were listening, we would just suck them up every time they come out with a new one.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was just like they were one of the bands that were like the band, like one of those
Oh yeah.
defining bands. And this album was one of those moments, I thought, at least from my upbringing when I was kind of just coming up in bands. So this was a big one for me.
It
So
was
when you mentioned
important.
that, yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
had you already listened to the first two,
Oh,
Killing
of
in My Business?
course. Yeah, yeah. We were right there, right from the beginning. Peace Cells,
Oh,
Killing
yeah.
My Business. Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, in fact we used to play one of the bands I was in, we used to play from oh shit, what's it? Peace Cells, duh. So we used to play, yeah, we used to play Peace
Some
Cells.
stuff off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yeah.
islands.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. So good. But what about you? What made you pick this album?
uh, I wanted well, we were talking about Megadeth recently, last episode about we were talking about Dave and
Right,
that
their last tour and stuff.
crazy
Yeah. Last
bow
album.
out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
And I'm like, I've always been a huge fan, and it was so important that I would play along with those records to kind of get my chops up in the very beginning.
Oh,
Try to learn how to play. And the thing is, like, you got a little bit more of a head start than I did because I didn't get into metal until about 89, 90.
yeah, yeah.
And so by that point, those records had already been out.
Right.
And like I had friends that liked Megadeth, and I knew that Peace Cells was like a huge deal, but I don't, for whatever reason, I didn't get into it yet.
Okay.
So the very first Megadeth stuff that I got into was actually I bought a compilation tape
Hmm.
called Thrash Metal, and it had Vinnie Vincent on it, and it
Oh,
had Halloween, and
oh, cool.
it had a
Okay.
Slayer tune. It had a Death Angel song, and it also had a Megadeth song on it. It was Hook and Mouth.
Right. Oh, I love that song. Yep.
It it blew me away, and it was the
Yep.
last song on that tape, and it
Right.
also, interestingly, is the last song on the album. But I remember listening to how driving the song sounded. Like the riffs are just impeccable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the guitar tone when he hits those chords and he lets them ring out, I
Yeah.
remember listening to that going, my God, listen to that guitar growl.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So it really was just I said, so I have to go out and get this now. And that's
Right
how I
on.
ended up buying the album. And then right
Okay.
after I bought the album, Rust in Peace came out.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
That sealed the deal. That's what
That's
I
the
was
big, yeah,
like,
that was one of the, yeah,
fine.
definitely.
This guy is the fucking dude.
Yeah. Well, like one of the things I find interesting about them, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it just seemed like they were always trying to one up what Metallica could do in terms of like technical ferocity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like just how technical they would get comparatively to Metallica.
Oh yeah.
I always felt like Mustaine was trying to show off like, hey, I'm better than them in a
Oh,
way.
totally.
Don't you think?
Well, because he was living in the shadow of his former band.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never got over that.
No, no, he still talks about it.
Yeah. I mean, how many decades need to go by for you to be like, I'm letting bygones be
Yeah,
bygones?
right.
But he just doesn't do that. And it kind of like paid off for the fans because he just kept creating great
Right.
music.
He did,
There's a
yeah.
couple of stinkers in
Oh, for
there
sure. Yeah, yeah.
in terms of what they did like in the late 90s, early 2000s. I really didn't get into it. I wasn't even listening to it. So, but
Yeah.
the early seminal stuff is just absolutely groundbreaking.
Well, and this album was one of those, yeah, this album was one of those albums for me. I know that you mentioned Hook and Mouth. My song on here is In My Darkest Hour.
Oh,
Fucking love that song. I heard that first, I think, when because it was on the Decline of Western Civilization soundtrack.
oh,
They
that's
did that
right.
whole document. Penelope's first did that
Yeah.
documentary. That Megadeth was one of the bands she profiled, and that was the song that they kept playing when they played that at the Whiskey.
Oh,
So it was like when I heard that song, I was like, "What is that?" That was like
yeah.
just so dark and just such an interesting, powerful song. And then I read more about that, and he wrote that after Cliff Burton died, and it's kind of a tribute to Cliff Burton in a way.
That's right.
It's a
That's
little,
right. Yeah.
yeah. So for me, that was like the sort of that defining song on that album. Like, I mean, the whole album's great. Like, I'm a fan of like you said, Hook and Mouth. I like Set the World Afire, stuff like
Yeah.
that. The only song I have to say on this album that I'm not a huge fan of is the cover. Anarchy in the UK. I don't think is a great. I don't like that cover.
Really?
So
What don't
no,
you
I'm
like
not a
about it?
fan of that. Huh?
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. It just seems like it just is. It feels to me awkward to sounding coming out of them in a way. Like I think it's his voice, really. Like I know
Oh,
it's kind of like he's got kind of a punky sort of approach to it, but
yeah.
it just sounds too. I don't know. His voice kind of gets on my nerves on it. I think he's trying too hard to be punky or something. I can't tell
Okay.
what it is, but it's
Yeah, I
something
can
with his
I can
voice
see
that
that.
bothers me on that. Is too. I don't know what it is, whatever it is, but the vocal is the thing I don't like on it so much. So I
Okay.
don't know, but that's the only thing I don't like about that. But I don't. Did you like that cover?
I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not married to it. It's just a good cover to me. But from a musician sense, it's very tight. It's
Yeah. Of
got the
course.
same guitar tone as the rest of the album, and they got Steve Jones to play the solo.
I didn't know that. Oh, he
Great,
played the
sir.
solo on that. Oh,
Yep.
cool. I didn't realize that. Oh,
I
that's
think
cool.
that they never had him, like, as far as I know, he didn't come out on tour with them.
That would have been cool, actually, if he did
Uh,
that.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Huh.
would have been, but
I didn't know about that. Damn.
yeah, I mean, I think it was a nice gesture that Dave made because of how much he felt rooted in punk
Oh,
music.
for sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
And that
absolutely.
theme keeps repeating itself throughout not just this album, but
Oh, the newest album, there's some punky stuff on there too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's part of his roots, and I
Oh, I
think
know. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
100%. Oh, I don't discount that they did it. I just didn't like his voice on it. That's all. I think that just
Oh
annoyed
yeah,
me. I
yeah.
think it was the only thing that annoyed me. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but did you see that they released a remastered version of that album?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Dude, did
That's
you
the
listen to
elevator.
the did you listen to the remixes?
I honestly I couldn't. I made it to
Oh.
the second song because I'm like, who put horns in the oh,
Listen to like the thing that's yeah, I thought that was interesting. But then also like listen to In My Darkest Hour because the drum sound is completely different. It's
really?
like it's like the same guitar, but it's like the drums are louder and that snare is a whole different snare sound. I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's a really different mix with that when you hear the drum sounds on that thing. I was like,
Um,
where did that come from? And the snare is really pronounced. Like if I was engineering it, I'd say pull back the snare a bit because it's
uh,
it's really out front.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, listen to that and you'll hear what I'm talking about. Like it's just so up front.
Last night I A-B'd them.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I not the whole record. I
Yeah, yeah,
listened
yeah.
to the intro,
Into the lungs of hell.
yeah, and then Set the World on Fire. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I made it to the point where he plays the intro riff and on Set the World on Fire, the verse riff.
Yeah.
I think it's an iconic riff, right? So
Right.
I listened to those side by side. I'm like, look at how much they changed his guitar tone. It was almost as if he came into the control room and was like, listen, I want to be in front of everybody and to hell with everybody else. I got turned off. It
Uh,
sounded very like a very narcissistic mix from a
al-
guitarist perspective.
Also known in engineering circles as the Lars Ulrich mix.
There you have it. Yeah.
Yeah, Lars Ulrich from Justice mix, I
From
should say.
Justice. Yeah. Don't bring that bass slider up anymore.
Yeah, right. Don't bring that bass up so we can actually hear it. So, what we can hear the bass, pull it back, way back, way
Yeah.
back.
I'm glad you brought this up because I was like, man, we have to discuss this because I didn't even know that they had remastered it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, there was that whole big controversy when the thing came out because they were like, this mix is super thin. Where's all the bass? And it turned out that a lot of it was Ulrich taking out his frustrations about Cliff Burton dying on Jason Newsted.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where a lot of that's where that a lot was that was channeled.
I
In fact, the
know.
whole band was kind of taken out on him.
His
So he was kind of
recounting of
eating
that.
shit of that. Yeah, which is he's a brilliant bass player.
Yeah,
So and then what was funny is that I don't know if you saw that, but when the when that controversy was going on, Ulrich was blaming the engineer, and the engineer was like, "No, no, 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 no,
yeah,
no, 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 no. That's not. I had the bass in there. He pulled that out.
yeah.
So he was like, he was standing up for himself. So he's like, that's bullshit. So so that whole thing's been out there for a minute there.
Well, that's a potentially career derailing critique.
Yeah,
So my fucking recording career was on the line. I don't care who's talking about it. I don't care if it's Will Romer from Mortician.
yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, that motherfucker lied.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Some
Well,
things
yeah.
you can't just let those things slip.
No, and the mix does suck on that. That album sounds thin as hell. I mean, it should be like gigantic, but it's got like there's no so little bass on it, and it's because of Lars. So there you have it.
I really so I much prefer the original recording. And if you look at some of the comments in the YouTube video of the remaster,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of people are saying, I hate this mix.
yeah, yeah. It's weird. It's a weird mix, man. I don't know where they came out of that one from with the horns and the weird loud drum thing, but I don't know. It was interesting. I don't know if it
Yeah.
was any. I don't know if I don't think it really improved anything, but it was at least an interesting variation.
Mhm.
All right. So, anything else to add about the album?
Here's a quote from speaking of YouTube.
Yeah.
This is the quote that's on the original recording.
Okay.
This is Megadeth's meanest, badass fucking tear it up as scorched earth best.
Nice.
And I totally agree.
I would agree with that.
It really, there's so many moments in there where you're just like, it's like you're chewing on a steak, a tender steak, and the juices are just, dripping down your mouth, and you're just making a mess out of everything, and the mashed potatoes are going in there too, and you're just like, this tastes so fucking good. And from such an early time in
Mm,
metal,
yeah.
really made a hell of a statement
Oh.
in terms of, them staking out their territory. Uh, Also, on Set the World Afire, listen to this lyric. Bodies melted like a candle. That's brutal as fuck.
Right on.
He was brutal in 87 with that.
Yeah,
You're
right
not,
on.
you're not going to see a lyric like that on the newest record.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, man, this is also it's also an interesting album because when I was researching it, the lead guitarist, Jeff Young,
Yeah.
not the original guy who was supposed
No.
to be on the album. You know about this?
No, no, he wasn't. Was it still Chris Poland or was it
Chris Poland was from so they
right.
came out of Peace Cells,
Yeah.
and right after they finished touring, apparently they fired Chris Poland and Gar Samuelson.
Right, 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 right.
So who did they get to play drums but Gar Samuelson's drum tech?
Oh, I didn't know that. That was his drum tech? No
That's
shit.
his drum tech on So Far So Good.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that.
the guitar,
Huh.
Dave when Dave got rid of
Chris,
Poland.
yeah.
I guess he started auditioning people and he found this one guy that was in this one band, but there was something wrong with the guy's ability to play. And I don't know if this is just like, gossip, metal gossip, but apparently he was like, I'm gonna have my guitar teacher record the actual parts.
Oh.
And they were like, okay.
Hmm.
So they had the guitarist uh, teacher, the guy's teacher, come in, and that ended up being Jeff Young.
No shit.
And then they ended up saying, "Well, we're keeping him,
Yeah, why? Yeah, why
and
would
you could
they?
go kick rocks."
Yeah, why would they go back to him if they? Yeah,
I don't know.
that does
That's
not make any
crazy,
sense. Yeah, that's crazy. So
but
that's how that happened. That's how he ended up on there. No shit. I did not know that.
that's the story, and I'm
Well, they've
sticking
had
to
a
it.
sort of an ever evolving lineup there for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So I guess we're moving on to the mystery band.
Bing bang bong.
And that is your pick.
Me.
Yes, it's your pick. You get to
Oh.
surprise me with the band. Who you,
We
who,
talked.
who you turned me on to this week or this
So
episode?
we talked about the record store that I used to go to when I was a kid on Long
Yeah.
Island,
Yeah,
Slick
yeah,
Dick
yeah.
Records.
Slipped.
This is
Oh, I know.
one
I
of,
remember that story. Yeah.
this is one of the records that I got.
King Horse. Oh, produced by Danzig. I had dinner with him.
Oh, how tasty.
Yeah, I met him when he was signing Nuclear Blast, so I ended up having dinner with him one night in New York.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, he's a that's interesting. King Horse. Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. When did that come out?
This is from 90.
Okay. Huh. Never heard of him.
Uh,
All
yeah,
right.
1990.
Hmm.
They're from Louisville, Kentucky. It's a hardcore punk band, basically.
No
And
kidding.
I didn't know that Louisville had such a vibrant punk scene.
Louisville, Kentucky? Is that what you said?
That's what they're from. That's where they're from.
Really? Wow. It's a punk band.
Yeah.
I'll be
Now,
damned.
interesting tie-ins here is that the artwork was done by Pusshead.
Oh, that's why that looks familiar.
Yep. The
Okay, because
one
I
and
kept looking
only.
at that artwork going like it looks so familiar.
I mean, how
That's
badass
why.
is that, man?
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
How did you find out about them?
A review in Guitar Player magazine.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah. So here you go. Here's the
Oh, cool.
fellas. I don't know if you can how well you can
Yeah,
see that.
there you go. That's good. Oh, right on. I wonder how did you ever hear how Glenn Danzig got involved with them?
Uh yeah, I remember reading the story like a week or two ago, and there is a connection there. He I think that there were guys from the previous incarnation of this band when they were called something different that were somehow I think they were in a band that opened for Danzig.
Oh, okay. So they already knew him
They
somehow. There's
knew
some
each other,
connection
yeah.
there. Oh, okay. I got you.
And then I think he had them come out as King Horse for some live dates.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so there's definitely that connection there. But I think you'll
Huh. No
I
shit.
think you'll really like, and I think the listeners will really like
I will take a
the
listen to
recording.
it.
It's very primal, it's very punky.
What year did that come out?
It's 1990.
1990. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. On Caroline Records, which
Oh,
was
that was on Caroline. Wow. Okay.
which I think isn't that the same label that put out the first Suicidal Tendencies album?
I think that's true. I have to look that up. Was it them or Sub Pop? Yeah, I think so. I have to look that up. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think you might be right about that.
So,
Wow.
but I love the album. I loved vocals, man. It's just it's very unique,
Okay.
very unique sounding. So it sounds very um, homegrown
Hmm.
and, and visceral is the way
Okay. Okay. Can
but
you tell any like Glenn Danzig influence on it? Like from him producing, is there any kind of like
oh
Misfits
yeah,
vibe or anything?
yeah. There's definitely
Or Danzig vibe of some sort?
yeah, there's definitely in terms of like the vocalizations, some of the
Oh, is
vocals.
that right? Okay.
Yeah, I could kind of hear some Danzig in that,
No kidding. Oh, interesting. Okay.
but it's not at all any kind of a ripoff. It's like
No,
an
no,
old
no, no, no. But it just usually producers have some sort of like influence on like sonically, you know. So
yeah,
I just was kind of curious how much his influence came through on that,
yeah.
you know.
It's there.
Okay. Huh. No shit. But it sounds punky.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from again that time, like when we were talking about Zentrix earlier, where
Yeah.
like things are recorded in such a way they did a very nice job with the production, with keeping all of the instruments separate, and the guitar tone is very just raw and brutal. Like it sounds like he's playing through like a little practice amp that has
Wow.
like a boost pedal in front of it that's just
Yeah.
up to total, totally dimed. When it's playing by itself, you're like, that sounds like a cheap ass amp. And then all the other instruments kick in, and it's like, oh,
Oh,
I see what they were doing.
cool.
It's a
Cool, cool,
perfect,
cool.
it's a really nice mix.
Okay. I will take a listen to King Horse. Thank you for
The
that
Horse. And
recommendation.
that's the debut album and the only release that they had. I think they had
That
like
was the only release that they had?
yeah,
Really? Oh,
there was
that's
no
cool.
follow-up
No
to
shit.
it. And
Wow.
I think there was like, I think they appeared on like a split
Okay.
somewhere else, and I think they might have put out like a 7 inch or something.
Okay. And then that was
But
it.
yeah, but they don't have like a large discography. It's this record.
Album. Okay, cool. I will definitely give it a spin. Thank you for recommendation. I will
Right
have
on,
one for you next episode.
right on.
All right, so that moves us over to live shows and tours that we've heard about and that we want to talk about. So, um, to start with, I sent you the link to the Headbangers Boat, which is being done by Lamb of God, and they're doing a from October to November. It's a cruise from Miami to the Bahamas.
Yeah,
Did you look at the lineup?
no,
Oh, dude, it's
I
Lamb of
didn't see it.
God. It's okay. So Lamb of God, Zach Sabbath, which is Black, Zach's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's Zach Wild's Black Sabbath band. The Dillinger Escape Plan, In Flames, Death Angel, The Haunted, Guar, All Shall Perish, Kalisa, who I've never heard of,
Okay.
DRI, which was a random weird
Wow,
out of nowhere punk band, Harm's Way, who I've never heard, Soylent Green, which was also a surprise,
wow.
200 Stab Wounds.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with them?
I've seen them.
Maybe okay. Why not 100? Do they need? Why do they need 200? I'm just
They
curious.
they told me they needed the extra
They needed
100
the
to
extra 100 stabs.
round it up to a
Okay, I was
nice.
just curious. Ex Cops out of nowhere. Chain Saint, who I've never heard of, and also Jose Mangin. So that's like the lineup I'm seeing here so far. But what do you think of that?
That's interesting and destructive.
I
That
don't know,
boat is
man. I don't know
gonna
how
be a
I
hell of
feel about
a
a
thing, man.
headbangers boat. How do you feel about like a cruise with headbangers?
I mean, it's a fun idea. You just be on a boat with a bunch of other metal people.
That's how I feel about it. But my question to you is, would you go?
Would I go?
Yeah.
No,
No.
no,
Why
uh,
not?
no. Just at some point, you just got to turn it off.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
At
yeah.
some point, I just maybe I'm getting old, man, but it's like at some point I go, all right, I had enough.
I need a
But
break.
these people don't do that.
No, that's true.
You know,
Especially on a cruise. Yeah, it's
oh my
nonstop.
God. I mean, there's going to be, and that, I'm telling you, the inside of that boat is going to need to be hosed down
I would not
for
want to
all
be on the
sorts of
cleanup
reasons.
crew. Yeah, I would not
Yeah.
want to be the cleanup crew on that cruise. Yeah, and I've seen like the footage and stuff, and it's like the pools and like all the other stuff is just like overflowing with people. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, there's no way. I'm just like, it's like,
Yeah.
and I think it's an age thing. I'm getting old, because I probably throw my face into the middle of that when I was in my 20s, and now I'm like, if I do that, I'm coming out there with a disease. I know I'm
Yeah.
coming out sick somehow with something.
Yeah.
Something's gonna come. It's gonna be bad. That's all I know.
Either it's either going to be puke touching me or pee pee or poo poo
or all three at the same
or all
time.
three
Well,
of
if it's
them.
guar, it's going to be all three at the same
Going to
time.
be all three
Yeah,
and other things mixed in.
and other things, other fluids mixed in that
Yeah.
we shall not discuss. So now, besides that, I also saw that Testament, Overkill, and Destruction are on the road together.
I saw that.
Did you see? Are you going
Um,
to go see it?
it's Thrash of the Titans or
Yeah,
something.
Thrash of the Titans. Yeah, starting
Yeah,
in March.
I might go see that. I know that
They're playing.
Overkill.
They're playing your way, aren't they? Like New York or Philly or something.
I'm sure they are. I haven't
Yeah.
looked up the dates for it.
Okay.
When is it? Do you know?
It's starting in March.
Okay, I
So
have to look it up. Um,
I'll see if I can
the,
find it
the
here.
bass player for Overkill isn't going to be on the tour.
No, I read that. They got who'd they get? They got the guy from shit, who'd they have sitting in for him? I did read about that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Ah, damn it. I forget who they have
Well, it
sitting
was
in for him.
it wasn't a nobody.
No, 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 no. No, it was I forget who the bass player was that they got. Damn it. Yeah, that's escaping me. Right now I'll find it. They're gonna be in Reading, Pennsylvania on March 29th, which isn't too
That's
far
right.
from you.
I remember seeing
Oh,
that.
Sayreville, New Jersey
Really?
at the Starland Ballroom on March 28th.
Oh, I've never been there.
Well, there you go. I think that's the closest they're going to get to, though. The rest
On
of the
what
dates,
date?
March 28th
Okay.
in Sayreville.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
or Reading, Pennsylvania, you're
No,
closest.
Sayreville is going to be way closer.
Oh, okay. So that's the one at 28th just so you know, at the
Yeah.
Starland Ballroom. Yeah. So, yep, there you go. All right. Yeah, I can't remember which bass player they got. That's driving me crazy who they got to join them. Damn it.
I think they said something about Didi Verney had like shoulder surgery or something.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
I think. And he is his own side band, his own side project, which
Oh,
is it's not thrash metal at all. It's
oh, is
like
that right? Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like a very, very uh energetic Brian Setzer
Oh,
type.
right on. Is that right? More like rockabilly stuff.
Yeah, that's
Huh.
I'm just trying
Okay.
to remember his name. Yeah.
Now, another thing I saw coming up is also the Maryland Death Fest is coming up in May
It is.
in
That's right.
Baltimore. Have you ever been?
No, but
Dude, you should go to that.
yeah, we talked about it last episode a little
Yeah.
bit because I think I had mentioned that I had never seen Grave in concert, and
Well, I
they're
was gonna
gonna.
say the lineup is crazy, dude. It's
I
like
know.
Creator, Old Man's Child, Destruction, Grave, Rotting Christ, Death Angels, Cancer's on there, The
Yeah.
Crown, Pig Destroyer, Mortician, Macabre. I mean, like the lineup is this one band from Iceland that I might be turning you on to.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, they're like a black metal band, but almost techno. So it's hard to describe. But yeah, the Cephalic Carnage. I mean, it's like a crazy lineup, man. Have you been to? You should check out the website. Like the lineup is nuts.
Mhm.
So a lot of
I think
bands
I
there.
have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have
So
to.
are you gonna try to go to it?
I'm strongly considering it like I said, just for to be able to see Grave because
Grave, yeah.
I don't know how much longer that guy Ola Lindgren is
Mm-hmm.
going to be around.
Well, it
Not
looks
that
like
he's going anywhere.
they're doing old school. They're doing old school sets in a lot of these
Yeah, I
on a lot of
know.
these festivals. Yeah, they're doing an old school set themselves. So there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be happy to see that. So yeah, maybe I will make plans to go head that way.
I'd like to see Crater. That's one of the bands on my list, and also Macabre. I like to see. I
Yeah.
saw them in Chicago or Milwaukee like 100 years ago, but
Mhm.
yeah, some of those bands. Um, yeah, so I mean that lineup is. So I've been to the Death Fest before. It's a great show, man. If you get a chance to go
Nice.
see it, it's a weird spot though because it's like in the city,
I know.
but it's like outside in the city. It's like in a parking lot basically.
Yeah. I've seen
So
footage of bands playing it,
it's a
and
weird, yeah, it's a
it was
bizarre.
very weird to see what's his name? John McEntee from
Yeah,
Incantation,
yeah, 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 yeah,
their last set last year. And he's standing there and he's belting stuff out, and behind him is a slightly out of focus Marshall's sign.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, you can go pick up a laser once we're done here.
Yeah, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
Right in
weird.
the middle of the street.
Yeah, like well, when you go there, you're like you're looking around, it's like, is there really a show here? You know, because you're like
Right.
when you park and stuff, it's really confusing. And then you see this mass of people, but then it just looks like they're going to a parking lot, which they are, but then you don't
Yeah.
realize that that's the show. It's not just the
Right.
parking lot for the parking lot sake. It's like that's where the show is. So yeah, it's just yeah, it's a very strange arrangement. But I guess I can't imagine what it's like for the people that live near there. So
Oh,
what must because it's like outside is so fucking loud there. But you
welcome.
know, yeah, well, I guess that's the I guess that's the vibe.
They got to put up with it for a couple days.
Yeah. So I don't know. Kind of worth it, I guess. But so you think you might check it out?
I think I might do that. And last episode we discussed uh Triumph.
Yes.
Guess who has a row S ticket to the Hampton?
No. Did you got tickets, you bastard? Where are they playing and when?
I think it's called Freedom Mortgage Pavilion.
Oh, is it one in Camden?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
big.
okay. Is that what it is now? I've been there before, but I can't keep track of the name.
Yeah, it was called something else the last time I was there. I actually saw the Who there back in like 2002,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
2000 something. But yeah, I mean it's them and April Wine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw April Wine was opening that show. That sounds so awesome. I love April Wine.
I don't know anything
Oh,
about them.
you don't know April Wine. You would know you just Google them, you'll know them because you
All
would
right.
have heard them on MTV at some point, I'm sure.
Uh,
They had a couple big hits and stuff. Yeah, really good band. I think you'll like them. Guitar works amazing. You'll love the
okay,
guitar
cool.
stuff. Yeah. Very
Cool.
70s, but still good band. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a cool
I'm looking
lineup.
forward
Yeah,
to it.
I saw Tenacious D there, that same place, at that same.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I was trying to think if I saw it was Tenacious D. But yeah, that's what I saw at that. So when is that show?
It's May. It's the Thursday after Memorial Day weekend.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
I think it's June actually. I think it's like very beginning
Oh,
of
that would
June.
be June then. Yeah, so that'd be June.
So yeah, man. I mean,
Triumph. Oh, so good.
they gave you the opportunity to upgrade your ticket to a
Ooh,
VIP experience if you wanted, which involved things like, they let you into the venue early, you get
mm.
early access to all the merchandise tables.
Backstage or anything like that, or no?
Well,
VIP.
there was the top level, which was like the elite fan thing,
Oh,
which
okay.
that was you couldn't buy that because it had sold out.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
That involved a meet and greet with the guys from Triumph.
How much was the ticket?
The ticket,
Just
oh,
basically baseline ticket.
yeah, it was like
Is
$40.
that it? Holy shit.
But I mean, that's if you were okay sitting all the way in the back. I said, I'm only going to do this once.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I looked at their little map and I'm like, ooh, that's like right by where Rick Emmett likes to stand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's row S, which is, I don't know, whatever.
How much? But your ticket was 40 bucks?
Huh?
Your ticket was
No,
40 bucks. How much
no,
was that
no.
one?
For that, oh no, I had to pay like, I think I paid like 150.
That's not bad. Not for a good seat like that. Not for
Right. I've
that's not
never
bad.
sat on the floor for a show.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, I wish this always existed where I could just look at the map and
Yeah, I know. Just pick
seat that
it.
I wanted. Because when you in the old days with Ticketmaster, you just got whatever the guy at
You
the
got
counter
whatever you
gave
got.
you.
Yeah, that was it. And then you hope you could see. Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, that was not that's not that's not bad though for a decent seat for
Yeah.
them. Because I
Mhm.
know some of the other bands are charging ridiculous, like some of these other bands are charging ridiculous amounts. But I
Yeah.
saw ELO on their last tour, and that it was like 150 bucks per ticket too. It was not
Oh
bad.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And those weren't amazing seats, but they weren't bad. It wasn't like nosebleed. but it was
Uh,
yeah, it was decent seats. So, but that's good. I'm glad they aren't charging like an exorbitant amount or anything. So I was wondering
when the
about that.
Police did their reunion tour back in 2007, I got the first. It's like the tickets went on sale like 9 a.m.
Yeah,
and I was online at 8:59, and I'm
yeah,
hitting
yeah.
purchase, purchase,
Refresh.
purchase, purchase, purchase.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hit 9 o'clock, I got in.
Yeah.
Still ended up with nosebleed seats
Jesus.
all the way in the back of
Oh
Madison
my
Square Garden. And
God.
I'm like, what was the point of me doing that?
Yeah.
Where
He's
who? And this is before I knew anything about bots.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, how did 30,000 people get in front of me in line?
Right, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't
But
understand either. Yeah, yeah. Or and definitely don't let other people that don't understand the system buy tickets for you. I went to see the Stones on one of their on their last tour with Charlie before he died.
oh
And
yeah.
yeah, my mom wanted to go, so this was a cool moment with my
Oh
mom.
nice.
Yeah, but she was the one who bought the tickets, which was the mistake because she didn't know she didn't know how the stadiums worked, and we ended up. I think we had the very worst seats that you could possibly have in the Lincoln Center in
Oh,
Philly. You know, the Link.
oh yeah.
I think we were in Jersey. I'm not even sure. We were
Yeah,
at the
you were
very
across the
top of
river.
that. We were in the top row of that stadium in the back center. We could not be farther away. Like I said, we were closer to New
Wow.
Jersey than we were the
Yeah.
Stones.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how far away they were, like this big. But luckily they had like
Terrible.
big speakers and they had like the big screens and stuff. We could see them. So but I
Ah,
was like, Mom, you're never gonna pick a
yeah.
concert ticket
The
again.
last time I let you do
It's like
this.
no, this is never gonna happen again. So I will be buying, making sure I get the tickets from now on. So
Well, it was a wholesome intention.
and it was a great experience. I got to experience Stones with my mom, so that was a
Cool.
good experience. All right, so I think that brings us to the end of the road here. Did you have anything else you wanted to follow up with?
Uh, no, I think that um no.
Okay. Well, then join us for our next episode where we'll be talking about things like bands that are on tour that should no longer maybe be on tour. We have some more news coming up. My mystery band will be the next pick, and more album reviews and more live tour stuff. Until then, that's it. Thank you for joining us. Please share our podcast with anyone that appreciates heavy music. Be sure to visit our social feeds and drop us a comment with your thoughts on the podcast.